peel it back a little bit, everything about our physical training improves by like times 10, and we're like, right, recovery's a thing. So I'm like, man, it has such a big effect on me. There's a lot of people that just don't know. Like, I remember seeing this one bodybuilder, who's a pro, who's a very good, made a post, and he was like, 1 a.m., finally being able to hit the gym. Gotta do what it takes, though.
Bot Rix has correctly joined the channel.
Fuck, like, I remember reading about you that, like, I don't know, training people, like, asked you after, like, your second Olympia, they're like, what's it gonna be, man? You're gonna hit the strip? You're like, well, stay up a little later than usual, so by about 11, I'll be asleep. And everyone was like, what the fuck? He's like, that's how you recover, is you sleep at night. And there's people who have perceptions of, like, grind, brother, gotta just work. And it's like, if you're not sleeping and resting and relaxing, you work yourself into a worse physique. And most people just don't know that, because how sexy is it on Instagram or YouTube? You're like, you gotta rest, brother. Nobody says it like that. Somebody like, fuck rest. Like,
things have changed so much, the whole landscape. Like, I came from, like, just repetitions, you know, rest, certain rest times, like, I do 45 seconds to a minute between some of the training partners. But now we've gone into, like, all these other theories, like, I mean, intermittent fasting, the ice fast. Is that what it's called? What's it called? Yeah. It used to be an ice bath. Cryo, and what's the, like, what are they, cold plunging? Cold plunging. So, this didn't exist. Like, ice baths, that's what we called it in high school, was an ice bath. They had a aluminum tub, and that's most of the sports teams. Yeah, so now it's like everyone has an ice bath in their house, and they do infrared saunas, and they do intermittent fasting, and they count macros, and keto diets, right?
I can't exist that yet.
What do you think of all this?
so is it confusing to people? It's definitely confusing for people. It's a smorgasbord that ranges all the way from this is a good idea down to this is pure nonsense and worse for you than if you didn't do it. So macros. If you can count your macros, you get an app like MacroFactor or the Diet Coach app. You can even do it on your iPhone. You understand what macros are, you can track well.
I can't
travel to work a lot, you up dinners. As soon as you master macros, you can get down to super 95%. Come back up.
So it's not the type of food, it's just the macros, or you do believe in the type of foods that you eat.
Macros matter right now. And I'll tell you this, like, I watched you with a spoon.
I can't do that.
3 cans of almond butter in a row. I was like, gee, that's a lot of grams of fat, but it's healthy fat. Like, gee, that's better than butter. But it's still fat, right? So if you were eating bacon grease out of the bottom of the pan, I'd really be concerned. I'd be like, here's almond butter. But ideally, just stop eating 900 grams of fat per day and you'll be much better. So it's kind of like, it's
I can't do that.
Fucking 12 engine, or like a computer control system, like B12, man. When you have B12, that's like having macros.
Efficiency.
Efficiency, the B12 in a Honda Civic doesn't make it a Lambo. You need a fast, not Lambo fast. You want a Lambo, you have all the finer points, and that's what quality. Choosing rice versus stuff like this and that. That's where that matters. But like, it'd be crazy to tell regular people. Imagine someone eating like some fish and white rice. You come up to them and you're like,
I can't do that.
bro, you just give yourself diabetes. Like, no, it's not how that works. Yes, in some context, brown rice might be healthier. It's just like, even there, there's a huge ton of nuance.
I can't
and
do
the nuance
that
is so tiny that like the macros cover it completely. You can be able to see it. So macros matter a ton, other things matter less, but then there's shit like the cold plunge. Is it application of cold to your muscles after training? Reduces muscle growth.
I can't do that.
Doesn't study. This is going to be problematic.
Oh, yeah. So, like, if you do the cold plunge and within several hours, especially when it's after training, if it leads for muscle growth, you're fucking up. Now, if you're an athlete,
I can't
it's
do
the
that.
math gets so tight because you got practice day in and day out. Practices are almost over, and then you got a couple days to take off on game day. On that last hard run, get your ass in the clinic. As soon as you're done, you don't want that inflammation coming in. Because you're going to have a delayed osmosis or a soccer game on Friday. Someone's like, dude, we lost. No problem. Like, I don't know, Phil's been a fucking sweet leg pump. Like, nobody gives a shit about your leg pump. But that's the good time to do the ice bath, the cold plunge. If you do the cold plunge for muscle growth, this just backwards is just.
So do you think there's a euphoria feeling when people wake up and they really go into cold plunge? Is that like my tissue therapist going in and reducing? Is that type of that feeling.
You could definitely get euphoric if you get into a cold plunge and get out upon waking. If that wakes you up for the rest of your day, God bless you. But there's other ways of getting the euphoric feeling. Not just having to piss away 15 minutes, is having your nuts shrink on you. And that's going to the gym and doing hard sets of fucking squats. Not only does that wake your ass the fuck up. Not
No
only does it
way,
appreciate your
bro.
life, but it also builds muscle and is metabolic, liquid, and all this other stuff. So people say, well, I like to cold plunge because I like to do something really hard in the morning. Like, you want to do something really hard? Say, don't get on my cock because your cock makes up soft. Yeah. I'm like,
I
no, but
can't
seriously,
do that
like, yeah,
yet.
you have nothing to cold plunging. But yeah, you can do hard stuff like
I'm out of range.
fitness stuff is hard.
I can't do that yet.
People trying to hack their way to fitness. If I just do intermittent fasting, if I just cold plunge, I can do almost nothing, get these huge benefits. There are hacks, they exist. They're far between. Most of you just get that ass, some fucking healthy food, some goddamn good sleep, and some regular fucking hard training. Get that thing right.
I can't do that.
Sauna, elbow in the asshole, that's all bonus. And some of it doesn't.
Opinion on fasted training.
Fasted.
The cardio. I'm not talking cardio. I'm talking
Yeah, I think it's
better to bring
It's
a
too
long
far.
So if you're gonna do that, what I would do is bring an Intrashake. So I know he has these individuals as well that he's created. Really simple now. On your way to the gym, be the duration of your session. It's probably better. I've tried it, so I'm asking.
I can't do that.
I wouldn't do it if I was training for Olympia. Yeah, shit.
It really depends mostly on time of the day you train and how you feel.
How you feel?
Some people wake up and train at 6 a.m. like 5:30.
So you're okay with that? Is what you're saying?
If you feel good and you have great performances, as long as you start eating food shortly thereafter, science says you'll be golden. Now, if you're a person who trains at 3 p.m., faster training doesn't make any goddamn sense because you'll have no energy by the time you go. And some people, just as humans, after 2 or 3 meals, they feel like they can train. Or even just after 1 meal, they're like, I really need another meal. It's super individual. And science in general doesn't say much about like person to person to person. It really just says if you're feeling good and have lots of energy and you get continue right after, you can perform and train fast at all you like, or you could train in a fed state. It really does come down to individual preference.
Fasted cardio.
So fasted cardio is another preference thing. If you're so deep into prep that it's hard for you to do cardio fasted because you're like slouching on the treadmill, you've had a meal before and then you do it, it's totally fine. We've done a few studies in the amount of fat loss is just undifferentiable. Like scientific instruments can't detect which one's better. She just basically means like whatever you prefer. On a theoretical level, it was a little teeny bit better than fed state cardio. Because some of the that's digesting in your stomach are gone. Your muscles recover. It's just being burned when you do cardio. If that doesn't happen with a fat cardio state, overall your body's really good at just following calories out over time. What you see as cardio is like 400 extra burned calories, 1 time a day, every day, until my show. Whenever I can get it in, that's the number one most important part. I don't do formal cardio anymore. I have a step tracker.
I was just going to ask you, what's on your wrist?
It's an old shitty Chinese step tracker watch that has the steps and the time.
So you do it.
I can't do that
You
yet.
actually track your steps
Every day.
How many?
I experimented with 12 to 14,000, but then my feet hurt and I feel really tired and my legs feel weak. So for me, something like around 10,000 steps a day on a fat loss phase seems to be really, really awesome. Because the thing with cardio, I speak to this,
I can't
you can do a certain amount of cardio and it's better. There's a certain place levels off, and then after that it just makes you flat and shitty and tough. And you just murder yourself. And
You always want to sit on a step middle. It's I worked with coaches. And Chris Aceto was from
I'm out of range.
He said, I'd rather have you weight train twice a day. And he always suggested to me, maintain a pump, the calories you burn outweighs what you want to step mill or whatever else.
a lot of calories lifting heavy weights, especially when you're resting 45 seconds between each set. Hey, how much do you sweat in the gym, even when it's air conditioned? Fucking gallons, right?
My body's efficient. And I sweat more when I'm closer to contest. That could be a number of factors.
Sure. But like, a lot of calories to train.
Range.
A lot of
I
calories
can't
just
do
moving
that
around.
yet.
If you need an extra mild calorie burning, cardio can do that for you. We've seen time and time again, if you go cardio a ton, body becomes really efficient at maintaining all of your body mass for you in all the other ways. So you don't burn as many calories as you actually think you're burning. Because now you're burning less the entire time you're alive or during cardio. Just makes it a more painful time. Cardio is one of those things. It's like an extra little bit of something you sprinkle in. Cardio by itself can't drive you into contest shape. Diet has to be the thing. Cardio is a very, very small part of it.
I think that's the biggest misconception getting ready for bodybuilding show is like cardio. Some people, we had Mark Fitzwater in here,
Can't do that yet.
who I feel was probably the best conditioner in the show. Absolutely.
Not enough.
I sat 3 feet from him. On the stage.
Can't do that yet.
And on Jew were the two leaders, but no cardio whatsoever. Arguably my favorite member 2001, no cardio.
Need more rage.
I mean, you're open to, I don't know, 300 fucking
Fuck you. What was that?
Chris Aceto's just like, all right, you're done 10 weeks out. Like, no more cardio. I'm like, really? Food the most of the guys. I'm like, 1,000 grams of carbs a day, 3 grams of protein. I was no fats, no added fats, just when I was getting some, yes.
So like 50 grams.
He was, yeah, well, it depends how much chicken, but I would eat no red meat. I ate white fish, on the fish every meal, and but mostly white rice, and then I would add, like, that's why I asked about kind of carbohydrate, like, does it depend on your sources, because, you know, I would add honey over my food and whatever, just to get that, I guess the calorie count, not the calorie count, the carbohydrate protein count.
I was going to ask about the whitefish thing. Can whitefish help in skin? No, fuck us. If you're not, that's a good IQ test for how much you really know about the body. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Now, here's the thing. You eat a lot of whitefish, you ain't eat steak anymore. Steak has a lot of extra calories in the fat. All of a sudden, you're at a lower fat state than you were for a few weeks because you eat whitefish. It's not the whitefish, it's the fact that it has goddamn no fat in it. So your macros are lower, your calories are lower, and then you come in a little bit more shredded.
Usually that much, you like, so technically, whitefish does thin it.
Yeah, because whitefish and 50 trillion other foods that you could get to the same calories. So there's nothing magical about fish that thins the skin as far as we can tell. Well, maybe there is, but it's highly unlikely. But yeah, can it be a good management tool? Also, another really great thing about fish is
Light on your stomach.
especially on yeast. That amazing that you want extra fish after you're done eating. And on a body only diet, most people encounter hunger as a pretty big obstacle. I know you did for most of your preps eating 1,000 grams of carbs, but a lot of guys who get hungry, you feed them food that's like,
Dude.
not that great. They just won't get much hungry after because they'll be like, man, fuck this, I don't want a piece of fish if you want. They're like, I'm good. And then they get in really great shape.
So you test hunger versus cravings. They're like, okay, you can have more fish, or you can have more casein pudding, which is just taking casein and mixing a little water with it. But we were like, I'm really hungry on the side. I'm like, okay, you can have an extra serving of casein pudding tonight. And they're like, I don't want that. I'm like, it's just you're craving something. I'm not giving you. So you're giving them a nighttime protein source. Leaving it? Absolutely. Is there a difference between isolate, concentrate, and does your body say, fuck, this is concentrate? Or this is this? There's just a digestion. I think protein. But this is my opinion. You guys can argue with me. It's like the white rice, brown rice thing. The body does not say, shit, you're giving me brown rice. I think protein's protein in a sense. Yes and no. It's like, so with the carbs too, there's lower and higher glycemic carbohydrates, and that has to do with insulin spikes and things of that nature. And you can use those to your advantage in training too. So like I said, I take a higher glycemic carbohydrate when I train because I'm getting that fuel for the actual session way quicker. If I want a cup of brown rice with something that delays digestion, like a high amount of fat, so like I did olive oil and brown rice, and I went and trained 30 minutes later, it's not the same effect as if I'm sipping a Gatorade during my session. Same thing with casein versus isolate versus whatever.
The Horde would surely prevail if the Kolkha centaurs were to attack, but by preventing such an attack we have spared our mighty warriors unnecessary bloodshed. And as sure as there is sand in the Tanaris desert, we know that there will be blood spilled before these trying times are through. You have served your people well, adventurer.
Usually no. We'll try to do everything. We'll try to do everything the best, and unless you really fuck up, like you have a Gatorade, fast digesting hydrolysis protein shake, and then you have to like walk around an expo for 3 hours.
was done.
Yeah. So digestion time has a practical application that's big. Another one is training. Like people are like, I remember one time I had a chance to train with Dave Tate for Elite FTS. A long time ago, before I was Dr. Mike or anything. And this whole crew went to Bob Evans to eat. And I thought, man, we must be training hours from now. I had all the typical Bob Evans food. They had diner food, you know, like country fried steak. And they're like, all right, legs. And I was like, what the fuck? So I threw up and had diarrhea during the workout. It was great. I was like, oh man, it was great. I really screwed myself over. So practical stuff like that definitely matters. But to your concentrate versus isolate versus hydrolysis question, the only really big difference between those three is that hydro is almost exclusively only whey protein. The other ones have some other stuff coming along for the ride. For most people who aren't sensitive, don't have milk allergies, lactose intolerance, concentrate is cheaper. It also has some immunoglobulins in it, compounds that help you with a bunch of other shit that the hydro has actually digested already. But actually, it has some health benefits too. So if you want to save money, and your tummy's okay, just buy concentrate.
But I come from era where no one used isolate. Remember, I only took, I had the worst of the worst protein when I first started. And I literally bought it from GNC and I looked at that bottle and I believed that this is going to make a huge difference. Yes, I thought, I am going to get fucking huge off this.
No, just
In most circumstances, it is literally just a meal replacement. Like, we're eating so much fish and chicken, having a chicken shake was just adding to the fact that you had a lot of protein in your diet. No big deal.
And a lot of anabolics.
You're not someone who's ever taken a single bug I've seen on camera.
Anabolics make a huge difference on, does it throw any textbook, when I talk about all this stuff, does it throw it out the window? Does it manipulate everything?
No, and what you did with your diet was awesome because you actually had the nutrients to supply the anabolic drive, and most guys do not do that.
I never ate bad food. You can ask him. Like I don't go out and eat burgers, I don't like that stuff. Like this cheesecake where he doesn't make chicken and rice. Chicken rice. Chicken rice. That's what you're getting.
Our CEO, Nick Shaw, he's also a boring white person from America like you, and he only eats like the blandest food ever. So when we're like trying protein bars and talking to sponsors, we like don't even let Nick have a word because he's like, I think it's good. We're like, no, shut up. You don't know what food tastes like. Like to make your bodybuilding career so much more seamless. I remember like there was a video. See, I have watched your training, unlike yourself.
We had to write. You had to do. Speak over them.
Yeah. But no, I've watched back when I was younger. I watched your shit just for like spirit energy. You know, remember there was one like you were getting interviewed in your car on the way to the gym. You're like, look, here's my life. I hate eating. 1,000 grams of carbs today. I never had to eat again. It would be awesome. People ask like, oh, like you could have a cheat meal. What would you have? Guys talk about like, I could have a cheat meal and just say, I skip the next meal. Still gonna eat. And one of the reasons that's so much easier for you is because you have such a simple diet. You're just not out there eating exotic shit. The worst thing people can do is try to fit really tasty food into their calorie cutting macro plan for fat loss. Drives you nuts. She's like, how many Cheetos can I put into my meal and still get away? And then you just want more Cheetos. It's like drugs.
My whole life, I never had I never had Kentucky Fried Chicken, Taco Bell.
You should come to KFC and film this.
So at 50 years old, for the first time, I went to KFC to try it for the first time because I didn't want to like it. And Chris Aceto was adamant about no ketchup, no barbecue sauce. He never had condiments on my food. So he said just very simplified. So when he wrote me out a 6-meal-a-day diet, I remember when I was 18. I ate in that order. I never manipulated and mixed 3 to 4 and changed it around. I ate, it's 12 egg whites the last meal, 12 egg whites for breakfast, oatmeal.
Yes? You have something to report? Well then, let's have it.
One of the so critical elements of being the best athlete you can be coachable. And you can do boring shit over and over again, and you can. There's a magic power. Jared's my coach. I'm the fucking worst client because I'm always trying to like.
If we are to make these new lands ours, then we must have places to rest our battle-weary bodies. Lay your axe by the fire and share the stories of your mighty battles.
Ah, this is the food Ukor brought to the Valley of Trials. Did they not need it? Well, I guess they like to starve you heroes in...
Worst person I've ever coached. It's a bodybuilder. Spiritually, one of the best bodybuilders I've ever met. Like, he loves training. He's fucking amazing at teaching people how to do it. Dieting, he can do it really well. But as a competitive bodybuilder, the worst person I've ever fucking coached.
second guessing everything, trying to optimize, trying to see if like, oh, can I have this fun food and still meet my macros? Just the dumbest shit. If I was coaching myself, I'd fire me real quick.
I'm just not liking. I mean, you spoke to it already. Not liking the competition aspect. If you don't like it, it's hard. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. It's just gonna try it to find out. I mean, but that's why I said maybe 20. Maybe I get a second win in 26.
Yeah, so you just had this. We had Honey on yesterday. He was talking about a lot of the guys at the top level had a sports background. And they were taught how to coach at a young age. So when they get to that top level, they know. I'm following this to where if you've never had that, you might deviate. You don't realize, like, hey man, from a young age, you've learned to be coached. If you're not coachable,
Yeah, at the same time, I have kind of a weird body, so I don't respond to things like typically people would. I've tried to be coached by a few folks, and within the first week, I'm like, you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. With regards to me, they're done. Those people are just fucking weird. So there's a few challenges there, but yeah, no, I can stand becoming much better coached bodybuilder, and I fully intend to do that. Back to the stage, you know what I mean? It's fucking just
DJ Cutler can coach you.
hey,
I'm not a great coach.
I don't coach anyone because I can coach, but I will say something to a feather in Jared's hat. He can coach for many reasons, but one of them is he's so goddamn involved. Travel to these random shows in the Midwest just to like be there for when the athletes compete. Hey, can you imagine doing that shit? Someone's like, hey, this is
That's what he does, and you know, I mean, walked in, I said, man, why aren't you in the Olympia? So they didn't win. They only showed.
They're pretty straightforward.
Are you competing in 25?
I competed in it this year. I do Taiwan.
When is it?
Summer 20th.
We get it in Asia. We get a DVD out of it. Jared does Taiwan.
I'll be doing Thailand before that.
Are you?
When's Thailand?
I'm gonna try to prep out there for the last 4 weeks.
Do you ever dream to stand on Olympia stage?
Yeah.
Just to stand on it, or actually be competitive?
I would like to place top 10 once. That'd be nice. Yeah.
I was gonna say we can talk then see if you can handle more now.
They're great.
Because I don't want to be on the stage.
I think this year I proved to myself that I could beat a few guys who've been to the Olympia already. We got beat by 2 points by Alex Carbonaro, who has won Arnold Classic twice.
Amazing, hot guy.
Top 6 in the Olympia Masters, I believe. Only got by 2 points. Stood toe to toe. It was really cool. This year I proved it to myself I can be really good. I just have kind of similar to him, specific circumstance where our work is high output and it's a lot. A lot of things, writing books and going to seminars and all this other shit, and lots of travel. I had to be more relaxed. I needed more food. I needed to be less stressed. I was training myself into the ground and dieting to the ground because that's what everybody's doing, you know what I mean? And I was like, fuck yeah, let's record too. And I just learned that I can't do it that way.
Has your networks been able to expand your business? Meaning, now with the visibility that you guys have gained, and, you know, have you learned more education, or is it all just touch and go, trial and error that you're learning more processes? Or is you, I mean, no one knows it all, Mike, right?
No, barely anything at all. Having gotten popular on YouTube and stuff like that, it immediately gives us more customers. So that's nice. So we make money.
I mean, do you have a goal, like a business goal over personal goals as far as the brand?
I don't do goals. Just don't. Like, I'm a process person.
Like you said, you got what do you say, 2.7 on what's that? Like you say, oh, we want to hit 3 million. Is that a threshold that you look forward to, or you don't care?
Yeah, and I may never be on the Olympia stage. I just love bodybuilding.
It's not up to us. Like, I don't make people. I can't grab people and make them sign up for YouTube. Jared can't wrench the Olympia trophy away from Chris Bumstead with his hands. That's not how it works. All you can ever do is do your very best, and then the results open up to you after that. Now, some people get a big kick out of what are called in sports science outcome goals. There's 3 kinds of goals. There are process goals, performance goals, and outcome goals. Process goals are like, I'm going to eat 6 meals today and train really hard. Next day, I'm going to do the same fucking thing. Performance goals are like, okay, I'm going to gain an inch on my biceps in the next year. Outcome goals are like, I'm going to take 5th at the Olympia or higher. The thing is, you have 100% damn near control on your process goals. Those are the ones that really push you where you need to go. Performance goals are dope as long as the process is set. But even there, like, okay, you gain 9.5 and you got an inch you fail. The process is awesome. The performance just got a little, it's all pretend. Like, performance people are like, oh, what about 5 billion on YouTube? Like, I can pretend that now, but it doesn't help me do that. And then outcome goals of, like, getting something or getting huge YouTube revenue, that is not up to you directly at all. It is up to you. It's the process. So all we do, Jared and I, is work a fuckload, always trying to optimize and make everything the best that we put on social media to help people get educated. How far does that take us? It's just not up to us at all. And we don't have a fucking crystal ball. And if I had a crystal ball, it'd just be bitches with fucking small titties on there.
But this, I'm sure Scott's job is, I'm sure he looks at this.
He looks at it.
Because he's a numbers guy. He's an algorithm guy.
Even that's his process. He's just executing the process of optimizing. He doesn't know where we're going to end.
Yeah, he doesn't know if it's going to trigger in Taiwan or whatever, right? You might have, okay, where's our demographic? That's the next question I want to ask you. What is your demographic? Is it male, female? Is it a mix? Is it age bracket?
Jared has a different demographic than I do. Our demographic at RP is probably 65-35 male to female. We used to have more of a 50-50.
But YouTube in general.
But YouTube in general is much more male-oriented, and we have an Instagram presence too. It's more male, and more people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Not as many TikTokers, people under 20. But there's really the whole.
I can train you in first aid techniques.
30s and 40s, and they kind of want to fucking optimize their shit a little, lose a little fat, gain a little muscle, spend less time at the gym for more. That's our core demographic. Jerry has a different demographic now called Jerry's. Now, in order to qualify with this demographic, you have to be of reproductive age, female. You don't have to work out, but you gotta look like your body can be had sex with. And then if you are Southeast Asian or Latina, you're in. These bad news about like Northeast Asian. Northeast Asian can get it sometimes if the skin is darkened. If you look enough like one of them Koreans that look like pale white people,
Tan Mongolian. Might be your size.
Considerations have been there. The darker the skin and the more exotic the features, the more Jerry's gonna notice you guys.
Are you Jerry or Jared?
Jared. He just calls him Jared.
Hold on.
What's your real name?
Jared.
Jared.
Okay, yeah.
No, this started
Are
off
you
as
here
like,
for training, or are you just here to waste a warrior's
Jared,
time?
and I don't know what. I don't understand if there's like how is there a certain feeling during this podcast how the name switched? What's going on here?
Your wife has an accent, right?
Yes. How would you say my name?
Jerry.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah,
That's why he's that's literally why he's
Okay, so there's.
What are you?
Personally?
Yeah.
Like I think.
I'm a boring white American that I was classified as. What would you call yourself?
I was born in Russia.
Okay.
And I am a 75% Ashkenazi Jew, so I was born in Europe, allergic to everything.
like I said, different type of bronze.
Are you an A blood? Are you A blood type?
Maybe. What's my blood type?
I'm an O positive, which all Mr. Olympians are O positive. O blood type.
The second most rare.
Yes.
You're what? Second most rare. E negative.
And I think Angie is too, actually. Are you plasma blood? Think they give plasma or no?
I pass out.
I can't give
Oh, okay.
at all.
So you don't. So I also can talk about blood dumping. Is it something you need to do?
Actually, negative too. I also have alpha thalassemia though, so like all my hemoglobin molecules are broken, and my they don't need my stupid baby.
Okay.
So you're just a mess. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm high stakes.
He's no iron, zero iron, anemia. Like is. Oh, okay. Because I
Time for you. Girl, B plus, that's fucked up. How you Asian?
No wonder your mom hated you.
I followed a blood tight diet. In 2006, Mr. Olympia. I invented.
Go forth to victory.
I introduced.
I hear one comment about waterfowl, and you will be eating through a tube.
Bodybuilding industry. 100%.
Hey, I bought that shit, bro.
Are the horde.
For all the Olympics, I should taste hard. It's like eating hunger signals. Trying to eat a stack of Ezekiel bread. You ain't cheating on your diet. You have barely get through.
I would have 7 slices every meal. Real fight. I ended up with colitis.
Well, as in, tell the story. Tell the story.
Yes.
What story do you share your pants? Oh man. Oh boy.
I was training for the 2009 Olympics. I drove a silver Mercedes. It was leaving Lake Mead, Gold's Gym. It's now EOS Fitness. You know, it's weights. I got pulled out and I got to the corner of Buffalo and Lake Mead. And I remember I was on the phone with my wife and I'm like, I had to leave because I was training back and I was doing T-bar in my stomach. I was in full prep. I said, oh my God, I'm gonna shit my pants.
It's eco bread, right?
And I literally, I shit in the car. And I rose up like a foot. And I came home and then I pulled in the garage. It just was a bunch of mud.
It was a little squirt. Oh my!
It was a bunch of mud. And I got home and I had literally had to ever bring a bag out. I had to throw my. I was wearing like cargo pants at the time, and I just had.
Do you think that's the most expensive car anybody's ever shot in?
My friend owns it. You know, he sold it to his friend. Yeah, he sold it to my friend.
Guys, you tell him the story?
So, and then I actually ended up with colitis 2009.
Crazy.
You know, and I was on medication for a year. I didn't know because I could not anything in. It's the craziest. It was the worst experience, especially because I was like at the peak of my career. I just won the title back, and I'm like, man. When, you know, I was working with Hani at the time. He's like, dude, I don't know if you continue this, like, fix this, and I was able to fix it with medication. I've been fine ever since. Blood type diet. I did try it. I had to try different things, and you know, they told me I was allergic to oatmeal, so I just switched to grits and couldn't take the gluten. I couldn't eat eggs. They said eggs are bad for blood type.
So the biggest pile of dog shit.
Really, you did your whole career. You got eggs and
then I'm back to you know, I have bagels and I have this morning I had a bagel, I had 2 whole eggs.
Did you die?
No. I won the Olympia, Mike.
But you won the Olympia, not the blood type diet too, bro. The constant is you just win Olympias. All the other shit is different. But
what a waste of time. And you shake your pants.
you let me learn. Oh, you do. Shitting pants stories are awesome because
I just did it last week.
Oh wait, can you tell us a story?
I just had the shits, man.
But you were in the gym, driving out of the gym, were you?
I was driving to a shoot. A Tesla. In Tennessee.
So you were driving to shoot a light when you showed up at his house?
A little poop in my shorts for one of the bowling sessions.
Shit.
Shit.
Dedication. You will wipe your ass at least.
Well, I wipe my ass. Well, we're saying shit on my shorts. I don't wear boxers.
Sometimes you can't wipe all.
I don't wear boxers, so that ain't what's fucked.
Still wear underwear.
I don't wear boxers.
I free ball every
Yeah,
year.
that's what I'm saying. So my shorts had shit in them. It was fine. The sole's clean.
Glad we know this. Just wondering now.
What is this podcast?
No, I was gonna say when this is over, if we can, I want to play the video and just film the two of you sitting there, and I would let you.
Let's do it.
Let's see, what was it?
You talking shit.
On what?
No, you two me. So I was like, what about me?
I like usually something like that. My head was like fucking basketballs. I had a big head, bro.
Did it shrink?
I think so, you know. I think when I'm came off,
you're in a lot of gear.
He came off 12,000 milligrams a week, so his fucking head shrunk. Every time he says to me, he's like, I benched 315. I'm like, bro, you're on 500 megs. You know, what do you want?
You want the world back there, Joseph? You got it up here. If you're shooting, talking about milligrams, you're in the wrong fucking sport, bro. We're talking about kilograms out here. Yeah, my fucking shit comes straight from China. Pallets of fucking gear. Why eat the shit? Why your head's so big? Oh, yeah, man. Plunge, we have trend plunge. You get a bunch of trend labor.
It makes sense, though, that you know who's will jump in that.
Michael Hearn. Since he's mid-lifetime drug-free.
You believe that when people are drug-free?
I will say, lots of people refuse to believe are drug-free are 100% drug-free. And it baffles people to know that genetics is the biggest determining factor. And they won't accept it. Any deniers. There are lots of guys out there. So, like, hey, Rami, right? On stage, very lean, not his best, but a very lean 315 pounds, right? Well, they believe that completely drug-free, he can be on stage at his height about 235 to 245. Yeah, good. I die. People are like, no way, bro. But you've never seen someone like Rami's genetics. Here's another thing that always fucking kills me. I get this from Europeans a lot. No disrespect to the Europeans.
that guy's for sure drug free. It's on 75 makes a trend every other day. Never know, because his genetics suck so much, or his diet sucks so much, and he doesn't train much. It's just the idea that you take drugs and all of a sudden you become Jay Cutler. It's the biggest fucking bullshit in the world. They help on average, and they help a ton, especially over time. There's so much variation. Michael Hearn, hypothetically, could be drug free. Most of the shit that comes out of Michael Hearn's fucking face is just dog shit, nonsense, lies. But could he be drug free?
He always looks the same, though, Mike. I feel like
very well tailored pharmaceutical plan. He's a little filler in his face and stuff. Like, we're really gonna believe he's not shooting a needle. You know, he's on peptides almost certainly. It's just, he's the guy too, like, he kind of made it like funny meme to lie about being drug free. It's also the thing is, he works on for real television. It's to say he's drug free. Like, I'm not gonna go like come up and tell him he's wrong. But, like, candidly, yeah. I don't assess this a high probability that he's drug free. Could he be?
it's crazy to me though that the world has
What you want?
really taken that role of being like so adamant about
Here to learn how to wield a new weapon or just to waste my time?
Like, you know, the guy that on his
String.
Instagram, he's like Natty on his Instagram bio.
Sure. It's a big deal to them because they earned it in a way that's like more difficult and somehow more impressive in some sense. But so people lie about it so much that you can't quite tell. At the end of the day, it's just like, how do you look and what vibe do you bring? Let's say like someone like Simeon Panda. That's the real person. Like, tell me it's 100% chance that he's not drug free. Like, you just don't know how deep the well goes with black people, bro. Like, sometimes you just look like that.
He's a 16 monster. But he's not. He's in a respectable way. He's not that big.
To you.
Exactly.
To TikTokers, he's
I understand, but if you see him in person, you guys know what bodies look like. He's not. He just looks. Look, I look at pictures. I'm like, that guy's jacked. When I see him in person, he's just got good muscle tone.
That's it. Got great lines. He's big. He's like again, like I there's like 15 kids in much of my high school that were just fucking black. It's just like, and it just looks sort of like that all the goddamn time. And
Phil Heath when he was playing basketball.
yeah, Joel Pearson. Yeah, what was 14? That original 40s.
Kai Green, Ronnie.
Did you see the comparison of Keon last year versus this year's Olympia? And I say that because he can still progress because it was only a couple of years ago he was drug free.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
X is a big deal. Not everyone responds the same way to drugs. So when someone like refuses to believe that someone's drug free, sometimes they're right, sometimes they're not. And here's the other thing: there's even more in strength. The strength for drugs will help you get stronger by about 10% on average if you factor out the body weight gain. There are people who have deadlifted 800-900 pounds lifetime drug free, and people just can't believe that. But it's true. Here's the other thing: a 500-pound max deadlift, there's not an amount of trend you can take that's going to get you to 750. It's just not going to happen. And some guy with long ass arms who's drug free pulls 700. He could be lifetime drug free, and it's just a thing. So I think people want drug free and not drug free to be completely separate categories of strength and physique. But they overlap a ton. It's complex. No one ever wants to do complex things. They want one simple answer.
There's drive motivation for where you drive it from and focus on the process. Process-oriented goals, you know, win.
In fact, another one. A lot of people who are drug free want to know who's not drug free and who is, and you ask them why, and they go, so what? Someone realistic to look up to. Are you out of your mind? Like, you know, like there's tons of people that have done great things. Like, imagine if I was like, is Bill Gates taking drugs? Or no, but well, drug free. Then I'm gonna fucking be like Bill Gates and be having $80 billion. Like, dude, it's not. It's not how it works at all. The genetic variation is so enormous. If you're looking up to someone on one variable like drug status, clean or not clean, imagine it's wrong in two ways. It's wrong to look at someone drug free and you're drug free and be like, that's my goal. It's also wrong to start pinning and be like, Ronnie Coleman poster, I'm gonna look like that. What you say is, what are you doing being drug free or not drug free? You've gotta have a standard that's a better version of you. That's the best standard to have.
Because Ronnie's Cynthia Olympia is natural. Holy shit.
That's right. You would never in a million years believe.
If you look at it from then to when he crossed over, 50 pounds. But he had the.
You come get the voodoo. How are ya? Stay away from the voodoo.
Until you punch me in the face.
I'll do this. I'll just figure out. I can probably take the video and then do it.
I want to watch them. So, watch them.
is it? 20 minutes? Or is this too long?
Is it pretty like
Rare shit.
like you closer to failure? That's
Anyway.
okay. We're just pause in this footage. And I'll stop it there and pop it in review. Hey, watch. Perfect.
Anyway,
Recording the whole time.
it's mostly dick jokes, but yeah, we threw you a ton of respect and all this other shit. I do treat bodybuilders differently when we're analyzing them because you've created legacy like you have. You get down on my fucking knee and but when you're like a Hollywood fake fucking trainer who lies to his clients and you get no love.
I listened to you talk about Hadi the other day and it was very positive.
Hadi Japan, because also his fans are very intense, and I'm not passionate anytime soon, so I have to say only nice things. The raw footage was just me saying really crazy shit. I'm kidding. He trains like a fucking stud, and he, like a lot of the stuff he said was really awesome. It's like a lot of guys will like say bad things to their muscles, like I hate you, you have to grow more. So you have to have like a love to your muscles, and I was like, that was his weird way of saying that like a lot of people until they have their dream body, just full of negativity about it. You don't love how you look occasionally in the gym, and you're proud of what you built. You're just gonna run around at some point. Like how long will a bodybuilding career based purely on negative thoughts to yourself? What do you think?
I asked Regan Grimes on our podcast. I said, you need to get angry at the weights, meaning like he can't walk, he can't smile doing this 400-pound bench press. He needs to just have some sort of attitude. I feel like when you get underweight, there's nothing else that should be on your mind. Like you need to be just locked in, and I think that you have to like. He's a pure example. He walks in here in a tank top. How do you work? I trained in a tank top all the time in the gym. And people would be like, yeah, you train legs in a tank top. That was like the thing, because all the what's. I said, I don't care. I'm Mr. Olympia. Like once you have the title and once you have the accolades, it's like your positivity is much more.
Yes. I'm not gonna look back and be like, man, I wish I would have.
I was never like, I hate my calves or I hate. Like, I always thought I looked good in every body part. I never really had. That's what made me. I feel like the best is I didn't really have anything that was blatantly like, man, that guy has really weak this or that.
Balanced physique.
I mean, yes, I was up against Ronnie, who had a better back, but I also had, flatter midsection, and I had more detail in my quads. Even though his quads were bigger, I still felt like, okay, I have things that he does not have. That, in perspective, especially when you have a judging panel of 7 or 9, some people might like my look more than he. I've had a million fans come to me and said, I like your physique more than Ronnie Coleman's. Now, I sit here and say Ronnie Coleman's the greatest bodybuilder of all time because of his records and because what he did in the gym and the physique he brought in 03 or 98. I don't think anyone, even to this day, has caught that type of physique. He took it to that level, and you can argue Dorian Yates, maybe Phil. Okay. Phil, okay, but that's what I mean. But everyone has an opinion on what they think is great, but we all have strengths and weaknesses.
It's also everyone is so fucking good. Like, can you imagine you like get like I've done this before. Still a lawsuit pending, but you put a like pinhole cam and like her models are changing, and it's a whole misunderstanding. But you like professional supermodels. And one of them's like, oh, I look so ugly today. You'd be like, you've never looked ugly a day in your life. If I was in your body, I would just be shining light on everyone all the time. So when guys who like have bigger triceps than biceps are pros and my biceps suck, it's like, just shut the fuck up. Everyone thinks your biceps are unbelievable. If you're embodying that, you're in that body. At least like it for the rest of us. Don't, because there's guys who have unreal physiques who are like, man, I fucking hate my look. It's like, body dysmorphia.
I'm superstitious of speak it into existence type thing. I believe that you can, as long as you speak in the ways.
No way that this went, bro. What?
Negatively, it possibly can happen too, and that's just my superstitious assurance.
At the very least, even if that doesn't pan out, speaking negatively leaves that toxic gunk in your fucking brain. Body dysmorphia is real. You could go through accomplish the identical things, but have a completely different perspective. You can win Mr. Olympias. Come out of that feeling like you turned into God. Or you could be like, fuck man, wanted to beat me hating and he never could. I'm a failure in my own eyes. What a tragedy to think of that other way.
Did you catch what Ronnie said yesterday? After he lost to Jay, wanted to cancel his appearances. He said, gonna go, no one wants to see him. Who's gonna want to see me? I'm a loser.
That fucked up.
That's what he thought, and then Lee Haney was like, no, and then he realized, like, that's what he thought. Nobody's gonna want to see me. It's over. He thought everything he did.
It's a thing we all did.
He literally said that exact word. I'm a loser.
I'm a loser. Why would you want to see me?
Anytime Mr. Olympia.
Mr. Olympia. You could get anything. You can think about negatively. You can make all the money in the world, all the success in the world, and you can just sit at home wondering if you deserve it and realize you don't deserve it, and then it's negative all of a sudden. It's someone who has a fucking part-time job as a janitor. You're really thankful that he gets to be with his family, can afford to buy them food. He's the happiest guy in the show.
You ever been to Thailand or Philippines?
Smiling everywhere, nobody else has there, buddy.
How may I
And then
aid
Vegas
you?
has like one cloudy day, and some guy's like, fucking Vegas weather's such shit.
It's garbage.
Go in peace.
No, I'm gonna say something here that might sound odd. Your style reminds me of George Carlin. And if you really watch George Carlin, he always had a message. But he found a way to keep your attention, and he would hit you with the message when you least expected it. It sunk in. And I've noticed that with you, your videos, you find ways you keep the people's attention, but the information gets delivered to them. They actually pay attention.
The sarcasm?
No, it's a gift because George Carlin.
It's like keeps it interactive.
Sure, because if you think about it, he wasn't a comedian; he was a storyteller. He found a way to say funny things, and then all of a sudden he'd hit you with something political about life, and you go, "Holy shit!"
He's a huge compliment. I've consumed much of George Carlin's work because whatever political stuff he had ever had to say that I've heard, I was diametrically and still am opposed to it. He didn't like corporations. I fucking love corporations. He wasn't a big fan of capitalism. I have two capitalism tattoos on my body. So I tuned his ass out real quick. But apparently that snarky bullshit. Was he one of us, Gary? Was he a Jew?
He was probably, I think so. It's very similar to Christopher Hitchens as well. It's just the speaking pattern. It's just twisted. You have it delivering messages in a way without the person realizing you're trying to say to them in a funny way to keep their attention, and then they actually receive it. To where if you said, "Hey, let me talk to you about training," they go off. And even you get their attention. It's cool you catch that too, because even as he was my professor, it's been the same.
So you actually got
It's a gift.
You wanted the education.
Oh, absolutely.
It wasn't like, oh fuck, this is just
Exactly. No, it's a kid. The teachers that you go in there like, fuck, this guy's monotone. They say gay every 3 words. You know, then you got people like him, and it sticks. I didn't even write notes down. You know.
Oh well, you're a fucking genius. You don't have
I
to.
can't do that yet.
You know what?
I can't do that.
I'm still trying to piece together myself why the fuck I'm feeling as many people as I am. I was just because of clerical error, YouTube algorithm. But one thing is, it's easy to convey something when you're interested in it. When I talk about it, I'm interested about talking about. I had professors before myself that were clearly just didn't want to be there. There's no way, no matter how funny or clever you are, you don't want to be there and give that message. You don't believe in it. People can tell.
It's too far away. I can't do that.
Sure. Man, I appreciate you guys. No, we were supposed to do it a while ago, I think. But we want to just make time when we can actually sit down and.
I can't do that yet.
So originally we were going to do it at the beginning of the week, and I was like, oh, we're going to part it. This is a little part. So we've done 8 or 9 in the last week. This is the last one. I took a break for a couple weeks. Yeah, do on the schedule, and after that, he said, we made the cut. Hey, James, you know what though? You made the cut, but you were the first one we
Too
scheduled.
far away.
We are honored. Do you remember back in the day, magazines just kept wanting to name a nickname and nothing fucking stuck? Jay Cutler, Jay a cut above Cutler. At the end of the ultimate beast, they called me. The end of the day, we were like, hello, I'm Jay Cutler. That's it. Everyone's like, everyone said that's the coolest bodyguard name ever. Jay Cutler, you know.
Till Jared Feather came.
Yeah. Jerry How many
Hero. Running out.
Anyway, hey, thank you so much for having me.
Man, appreciate you guys.
It's too
And,
far. Can't do
that's
that
all, yeah.
yet.
God, so much damage, man. Fucking A, you give a warrior gear and it's over, bro. You slap fucking dick. Oh, fucking fun too. I ain't watching that. Fuck you. No, you fuck.
Can't do that yet.
Come on now.
I can't do that yet.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that yet.
Oh my god, dude, the damn. It's crazy.
I'm out of range. I can't do that yet.
Oh my. Who else wants some? Huh, you poor little bitch.
I need you. I can't do that yet. It's too far away.
Dude, please get that guy. Please get that guy.
I can't do that
Oh
yet.
no. On tanky. Oh, hell yeah. You like that. You like that. Ah.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Ooh, can I get it from here? Dude, Warrior is so fun. Like, what the fuck?
I can't loot that right now.
Hmm.
can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Big damn. Take a seat, bitch. Oh, this helps a lot too.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Oh my god. Woo.
I need to get closer. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Die on purpose?
I can't do that yet.
Wait, I don't want to die on purpose.
Need more rage. Not enough rage.
I don't want to die on purpose. Dude, I just fucking like slapped the shit out of all them. Oh, I forgot. I should have bought the sharpening stones while I was there. Damn.
It's too far away. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
About to be level 8 right here. We're gonna go get hamstring. That's gonna make shit easier. Bone cracker. Alright, level 8.
Word of your bravery travels fast, adventurer. Tales of your victory at Tiragard Keep will be heralded in Orgrimmar. This does not bode well at all. You were wise to bring this information to my attention. Loktar! Go. What most excellent adventurer. Any good adventurer will surely find a use for this bag on the battlefield. I salute your vigor and willingness to die in the name of the Horde. McGraw. Strength.
Oh. I will. Don't you worry. It's so fucking weird.
Are you here for training, or are you just here to waste a warrior's time? For the Horde!
Battle stance or berserker stance? Battle stance, defensive stance. Thunderclap. Battle stance.
Need more rage. I can't attack that. I don't have a target. I need a target.
Oh no, yeah. Mm. Battle stance.
I will return the favor. I don't have a target.
All right, let's do this shit. Should be able to slap major fucking dick now. Most dick slap ever. Oh my god, almost 600 HP at fucking elite. Let's get it.
I'm out of range. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Ooh, Earth Root, can't get it yet.
I need to get closer.
Oh my. What in the actual fuck was that?
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Holy shit. Fucking insane. What the fuck is that damage? Holy.
I can't do that yet.
What? Bitch.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. It's too far away. I can't do that yet. 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 I need a target. I'm out of range. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Oh my. I came in like a wrecking ball. Come on. Ooh, hello. Give me something gooch. Give me fucking dog water. Don't appreciate that bullshit. I need air. Ugh.
I
Okay, whatever. Ah, so stupid.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Oh my, I found it. I found it. Dude, Warrior is so fun. You just need gear. Give me all the goodies. All the goodies. I don't even know what I just got. Oh, I need air. I need air. Oh.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Oh my. It's so ridiculous.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. It's too far away. I can't do that yet.
Not the eyeballs. Any no Miss Chess in here?
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Whew.
I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Thought I saw one. Oh. 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 Zalazane must die. I died in WoW? No way. Unsurvivable? Alright. I gotta try this game, Marvel Heroes. Looks fun.
Good morning, YouTube. I've got a goodie for you today, brought to you by the sponsor of today's video, Rocket Money. If you've been in my streams at all over the past few months, you've probably heard me mention them saving up for a house. And the sponsor of today's video, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is the personal finance app that helps you lower bills, cancel subscriptions, and manage your money better. I'm personally using Rocket Money to set budgets. This way I can analyze my spending habits and create a custom budget that works for my lifestyle.
Oh, shut up, bitch.
Your spending habits by category, and gives you a notification if you've exceeded your limits. Rocket Money also found that I was paying for an extra streaming service that I wasn't aware of, that I had thought I had canceled, and I was able to cancel it through the Rocket Money app. If you want to save more and spend less, join over the 5 million members who are using Rocket Money today, right now, by using the link in the description below, or by going over to rocketmoney.com/flats to get started for free now. Rocket Money has helped save its customers up to $740 a year, with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. You can also unlock even more features with Premium, but you can start for free right now by going down and clicking on my link down in the description below. Thanks so much to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video, and as always, I'll see you again tomorrow. Chat, I need a detailed after that a little bit, and I thought it would be kind of fun for us to go back and look at our tier list from earlier in the season and make some adjustments, because a few things have happened since then. Number one, top 500 at the time I think was like gold. So there was
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need with full business functionality and a design
rumblings of hero bands, but we weren't 100% sure if it was in ranked or just in the tournament modes. Turns out it was in ranked too. That flipped the entire game on its head once you got to a certain rank. But also, people discovered how to play certain characters much better. So I want to redo this from scratch, because I feel pretty strongly that a lot of these have changed, and some of them are completely wrong now. Do I make two at the same time? Is this what I'm gonna do? Here's my reasoning. The first one is going to be diamond and above. I now have two tier lists pulled up. Ah! Get out of here, ad. I should have actually kept the ad, so that would have been easier. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna keep the ad on this one. Please don't be anything bad. Okay, that's fine. The one with the advertisement on it will be diamond below diamond, what I think it is without hero bands. This one is going to be with hero bands. I'm going to speed run it. I'm not gonna go super in depth unless it's a radically changed one from my original tier list, which now I think about it, I probably should have kept that on another tab too to reference it. Oh well, too late. But let's go. Ready? First up, Strange is still, oh, Strange is still S. That's uncontested on both sides. Also, I didn't rearrange this one. This is gonna be much harder than I thought. That's fine though. I'll find it. Strange is gonna be S on both. I think Strange is the tank that you can pick no matter what's the situation and still do fine. The team ups work well with him, which is something we'll talk about in a minute. You can split screen it. I can try it really quick. All right, we're redoing this one more time. The left side is diamond above. The right side is below diamond. The reason I am putting it diamond versus not diamond is because below diamond you have hero bands. Sorry, above diamond and above you have hero bands. Below diamond you do not have hero bands. So the game plays drastically differently. So let's go, speed run. Next up, Hulk. Hulk is one of the tanks that I thought when I first started playing at the beginning of the game, like the first like 2 days, I thought was gonna be meta. And then everyone was like, no, he's actually not that good. Then you'd play against good hella Hawkeyes, and I agreed. I was like, oh yeah, I understand it. But then once you got to like the diamond ranks and you start banning hella Hawkeye, it was all of a sudden, he was actually kind of insanely good. And it was for two reasons. Number one was that the team up was really fucking strong with Iron Man. Iron Man, Strange, Hulk team up is arguably the strongest team up in the game, or one of the strongest team ups in the game. There's a couple of them that rival it, but Hulk ends up being super strong and super good. Below though, I think Hulk still can struggle. Because a lot of people don't know how to take advantage of everything about him. There's some small like niche things. Like for example, I don't even know if this is true. I could be giving you full disinformation, but I had a Hulk player tell me that if you bubble yourself or teammates and they shoot the bubbles, you get ult charge. I'm like, what? He's like, oh yeah, if you bubble everybody and then they break all the bubbles, then you get a bunch of ult charge. And I was like, wait, that's genius. So then I started doing that and I started getting Hulk even faster. I was like, wow, this is kind of awesome. I just took them at their word, so I could have just given you this information. Who knows? But here's the thing though, I don't think a lot of people have really great synergy with Hulk in these ranks. But if you do get the Iron Man team up, you can help your Iron Man really go crazy. I don't think it helps Strange a ton. Like it's good, right? Like it's just like you don't play Hulk because you have a Strange. You play Hulk because you have an Iron Man. I still think though for like most players he's really very fucking difficult to play, so I probably wouldn't advise that. Next up, Magneto. I think Magneto is still like you play pretty much in any situation if you want on the ladder. Ladder is different though than any other play. I think I even said Magneto was maybe A last time. I think you can play him wherever. I think he's goddamn very good. Not much else to really say there. Thor, I'm actually gonna bump down from my original A placement to B over here. And on this side, actually, I'm going to bump him up to A. So the reason why I'm doing this is because Hela gets banned a lot up here. And here's the thing with Thor. As much as I love playing Thor, he doesn't do anything exceptionally well. He's not exceptionally good at tanking. He's not exceptionally good at putting out damage. He's not exceptionally good at mitigating damage. Oh, and the team up that he is given only really works with the int play style. So I was doing this in the tournament and playing with my team where we had a really good Hela player, so I would just send it on Thor. And if I ever died, I'd get res. But in rank though, if you're not getting res off the Hela kills, it doesn't really do that much. In the lower ranks though, I think a lot of people can bully on Thor because the tanks just play super, like they either play super passive or stupid aggressive, and you can push them out of position with your shift, popping your E, using your F for like really high burst damage, although the F is, as much as I love using it, it does put you in a little bit of a vulnerable position, especially when you're getting shot at a lot. But I think in most rounds.
Dude, this is a horrible gaming experience. How do you live like this?
Well, I don't know, Linus. I don't have time to research upgrades for this thing. Can't you just build me one?
Do I look like a PC building company that uses only the best components from reliable manufacturers and can assemble a PC for the low price of $99 while guaranteeing an incredible gaming experience? Wait a minute.
I can't do that yet.
Wow, that was cool.
Whoa! Thanks, Linus!
Yeah, I built it. Totally. 100%. Yeah, I did.
Aw,
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.
Head to buildredux.com and start your new build today.
On spawn,
Nobody believed
bitch.
me at first, but now everyone wants one. A customer returned her knife after realizing she could have saved up to $55 by purchasing 2 knives instead of 1, missing out on big savings. Usually we wouldn't allow this, but she explained she really wants to give our knife as a gift for a loved one this Christmas. So we said, okay, times are tough, let's freaking do this. This monster slices tomatoes paper thin, cuts through meat, chicken.
Groot. I think Groot is exceptionally strong. I think Groot's probably the same in most ranks where you just put up walls constantly, you play Fortnite, and you go crazy. Not much else to really say there. Penny. I'm sticking by my guns, and I think Penny is noob fucking bait. I think Penny is noob bait. But I've found one use for Penny, and it's to stop the fucking evil Wolverine players. The only thing that's Penny's really good at is you put down the fucking spiders, and you put a bunch of mines on the ground. And what happens is that the Wolverine players like... he's frothing at the mouth to kidnap you and just throw you in a corner and destroy you. But you know what though? If you throw a bunch of mines in the corner next to you and put the thing down so you can't see it, when the Wolverine goes, raw, jumps in, poof, just explodes every time. It's so fucking funny. And then if they get smart and they're like looking around waiting for you to move, then you just web him and he dies. It's great. But anything beyond that, you kind of just get rolled. But I have seen a lot of like before that, like Penny can lock down chokes really, really hard. So I think that once you start climbing a little bit, it's a bit of a noob bait pick. For now, I think Penny could definitely work. Captain America, you know, he's kind of grown on me a little. I haven't been playing a ton of Captain America, but I've seen some people be really good with him, but like they don't do anything. They just run around in circles and do nothing. I've never seen them actually get kills. I never see them actually do anything. They just run and they just be annoying and they never die. Like the really good Cap players finish the game with like 7k damage and 0 deaths. It's actually crazy. So like his potential is higher, but I've only seen like 3 good Cap players and I have 164 hours. So I'm a little unsure on this one. I would not recommend it for most ranks. I don't think I would recommend it very much because most people are probably gonna play around the shield more often and you probably aren't gonna have a good time. Black Panther. Black Panther I think actually can go crazy hard, especially with the hero bans. And I think even in the metal, in the below diamond ranks, it can actually go crazy too, because a lot of the times those backline players are not hitting their sleeps, aren't hitting their freezes, aren't going crazy. But a good Panther is actually disgusting. Black Widow. This might be a bit controversial. but like I'm putting Widow at the D tier for above Diamond and above. Anytime I get a Widow on my team, they're kind of ass. I've only played against one good Widow. Wait, Venom? Did I miss Venom? Oh, I missed Venom. My bad. I apologize. I didn't have him in the correct spot, so I missed him. Oh, my bad. Where's he over here? Okay, cool. I'll finish my thoughts on Black Widow really quick. Yeah, I don't think Black Widow's that good. Just play Hawkeye. Just play Hela. Venom, though. Okay, so apparently in the tournament, in the Invitational, people played Venom because of like bans and stuff like that. So he could have potential, but in your average rank games, I wouldn't play Venom. I don't think Venom's that good right now. I'm only putting him in B because he has potential. Like Cap's in B because I think he has potential. Thor is just like has potential, but like he just doesn't do anything better than anyone else. I probably wouldn't play Venom very much. But over here though, I think Venom actually is really good. I actually might even put Venom in S tier over here. I think Venom could be one of the best. You know, I'm gonna put him over here as like a high A. I think Venom is probably one of the best picks you could do below Diamond because you just jumped their backline constantly and just harass them, and you have such good survivability that you're not going to get bursted that often. I think Venom can go crazy down there, but like once you hit these upper ranks, like nobody's playing. He just kind of gets overwhelmed and dies.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Hawkeye, I originally put him at A. I still think that consistency is A. However, though, I'm going to put him up to S. Everyone just perma-bans him every game. Over here,
so fun. Warriors is so fucking fun.
I'm not going to treat the ranks any differently right now.
Yes.
Mechanical skill. I think that these two characters are just busted. They have to be treated the same. I understand that Hawkeye might not always get that. Like honestly, over here, you know what? I'll put him over here for S. I think I need to keep Hawkeye here for A because this is my original logic still applies here with my original tier list where like you're not hitting every single shot on Hawkeye. You're not gonna have a lot of value. Once you get to Diamond and above, you're just constantly hitting those shots and they just roll. So yeah, actually, you know what? This is more.
For a limited time, get 5 quarts of O'Reilly conventional motor oil and a MicroGuard filter for $25.99.
More fair. This aligns with my original tier list more. Iron Fist. You know, I low-key think this character has a lot of potential. Low-key, I think he has a ton of potential. I just don't think anyone's really good at him yet. I think in the lower ranks, though, I think you can kind of dominate. You take those 1v1s, nobody's looking at you. You just kind of just go crazy. The big one, this is probably the funniest one. When my original tier list was made, there was no hero bans, and I will still say that Iron Man was f***ing terrible then. But few things have happened since then. 1, everyone's gotten past Diamond and above, so there's hero bans. 2, people have also learned the power of the team up a little bit more. I'm for Diamond and above, taking Iron Man all the way from F tier to S tier because of hero bans. That is how big of a shift I am willing to say. He is actually really, really f***ing good. With the team up,
I'm not dying on purpose, man.
Hulk, Hela Hawkeye gets banned almost every single game. The Tokyo map in particular, it's like a 300 DPS f***ing beam. You gotta give it credit. Now, if we're still talking below Diamond, I'm still gonna change it though for the below Diamond. I'm not gonna put him as low because when I made my original tier list was trying to blend together high rank and where we were at the time, which was technically in low ranks because like nobody had climbed yet. Like top 10 was gold, I think, the day I made my tier list, right? Because like the first day of ranked, like top 500 was like low silver or mid silver because I was in it, and then it like 2 or 3 days in, it moved to like high silver, low gold, and then that's when I made my tier list, and then it moved from like low gold to high gold to low plat. Like top 10 was like low plat for like a day or two, and then eventually top 10 became diamond, and that was when everyone discovered, oh, there is hero bans in diamond. But my tier list was already made at that point. Now that we have 2 tier lists, I can also take into account that these Hela Hawkeyes and these below Diamond are not going to hit every shot. I think Iron Man's still pretty damn good. I will say though, I don't think playing Iron Man without the team up is the best. I still don't think it's great. But with the team up, it's really goddamn. Magic, I think still has a lot of untapped potential, but the thing is with Magic, not many people are good at her yet, and when I see someone who's good at Magic, they just target ban them. So I'm still a little unsure, but I don't think she's as good as like this top row, And I feel like on average, Magic players just flex to Black Panther, and they're even better at Black Panther than they were at Magic. I will put her over here at A though, because a lot of the melee characters in this game are really strong, and as long as you have good pathing, I think you can go crazy. Moon Knight. I don't think Moon Knight's that good. I don't think Moon Knight's that good. Once you get past like that diamond rank, I think he kind of falls off really hard. What you get away, okay, so let me finish my thought here by putting him actually in the A tier over here in Plat and Below. The reason why he's not very good on the higher ranks is because you have to kind of flank a little bit and get the off angles to like really spam, or you have to get a good unk, and people just shoot the unk super quick, and once you start climbing, and also the moon isn't really that good of an ult. Unfortunately, once you get past diamond, I just don't really see him play Moon Knight. They're not that good at him. He's very diveable, but down below that, I can see him going crazy because you just spam tanks, and I can't tell you how many times someone comes in my chat and they go, "Oh my god, I finished a game of Moon Knight, I had 58,000 damage."
And not go cold as the seasons
how?
change.
Namor. I think Namor is exceptionally strong. Way better than anyone realized at first. Actually, you know what's funny? The reason way everyone figured out Namor was strong is because of hero bans. Once Hella Hawkeye got banned every game, people were trying to figure out what to go next, and Namor was one of the big ones very early on. It's died down a bit since then, but Namor is really fucking good. I'd argue stronger than Black Panther. So I'm gonna put him there. I'm gonna actually keep the rating the same for Namor over here. I think I'm gonna keep the rating the same. Pronunciation is amazing. What Namor? It was better the first time. Just pretend I said it the first time again. Psylocke. I think Psylocke's exceptionally good too. I don't think she's like S tier though anymore. I think people figured out how to play against her. I will say Plat and Below, I think Psylocke is definitely S though. I think like once you get up to a certain point, like the flanks aren't as strong, like the supports are just better, like the Luna Snows, the Mantis, the Adam Warlock players, they're all so much better that you can't like, you're still strong, you're still really, really good, but just not quite to the same potential it was before. Punisher, I don't care. I'm gonna put Punisher in S. I'm putting Punisher in S. In ranked, I think that he's consistently like you could just turn your brain off and pick him every game. If you have a Rocket Raccoon team up, even better. Over here, I'm gonna do the same damn thing. I think you could pick Punisher in any game.
I know what you're thinking. Here's another movie about a famous musician, his meteoric rise, his fall, and his ultimate redemption. But my story...
And pop off. Judge, Jury, Executioner, terrifying. Lower ranks, Turret, goes crazy probably. Higher ranks, Turret's not that insane, but he's just really good overall. I think Punisher's just strong. Really, really good. If you're having a rough game, Punisher's a great pick. Scarlet Witch is definitely still down here in this D tier. She's just not very good. But I will say over here, I think that there's a little bit more potential. Wait, I put Widow in C tier down here? Oh, my bad. My apologies. I need to put Widow down here for over here. Witch still has potential. Hell, actually, maybe even a little bit more potential. Yeah, I'm gonna put it B, because like you probably still can get kills with the ult more, you know, and people, you know, just having like high consistent damage where you're not missing is probably pretty important. So I would say actually probably closer to B. Yeah, actually this makes more sense, because I think these two are too hard, just bad and too hard. Yeah, I'm more comfortable with this. This looks more right to me. Spidey. I'm gonna give it a buck. I don't think Spidey's very good. I don't think Spidey's very good at all. I think he's way too hard to play. Like I think you gotta win. I think you have to do like 90 cooldowns, 90 combos just to get a kill. And it's like, why? Like there's no reason to right now. There's no reason to. What's the point? You know? You're just saying Necros and Shambles. I heard Necros doesn't even play Spider-Man that often right now, because of how hard it is, and it's like you got to do a bajillion things just to get a kill when you could just play something else, you know. And I think for Plat and Below, how hard it is to get those kills, like the fact that you're gonna the chances of you bumping into an actually good Spidey player is probably pretty low. Squirrel Girl, Squirrel Girl I don't think is that great. Plat and Below, I think she's probably still like decent at best, but like her ult's kind of useless, you know. Like you could have Squirrel Girl ult every game or every fight and still not do much. This one, I mean, like even the mindless spam could end up being better. I'm still gonna put it here for now. Once you get to a certain point, like I get nervous when I see Squirrel Girl players on my team. Star-Lord, I think Star-Lord's really good. So Star-Lord has a team up with Adam Warlock and Mantis where they all get res. They get a self-res just by playing with each other. And because of that team up, you can team up Star-Lord, Adam Warlock, Mantis. They all get self-reses, and Warlock's ult is an ult, like a res. and then you team those up with Iron Man, Hulk, and Strange, and you have the Gamma Trio and the Res Trio. Pop them together. That shit's gross. That shit is actually fucking disgusting. I don't know if I want to say Star-Lord's like top tier down here though. I feel like I don't see people play him that much. When I've seen people play, like, I don't know, like quick play, which is like more accurate for me, is like a plat and below, because it's like not serious games. So I'm probably gonna keep him here. I think that he could potentially be higher, but I don't really have people come in my chat and people complain about Star-Lords and quick play, or complain in their games.
So
and
your recovery mission was a success,
Storm.
adventurer.
Oh, poor
I will
Storm.
see to it that these
Yeah, you're in
tools
the
get to
D tier.
Orgrimmar with
Sorry,
the next
Storm.
caravan.
I know of one
Nicely
Storm
done.
player. I've seen one, and they're a good Storm player, but there just isn't really any. Super said Storm was A tier.
You might be
I mean,
weak, but
I
at
just don't
least you're
see
not
them anywhere.
clumsy,
Nobody
adventurer.
plays her. Like, there's no point. Like,
Take
I
this
played
and get out of my
Thor
way.
one
I've
time
got
with
cooking
like
to do.
the one eternal Storm player I bumped into to fully give him his juice, and it still like wasn't enough. I just don't think there's enough Storm players yet. I don't have enough data. I just don't think she's like, I don't know. She either just doesn't seem that impactful yet, or there just isn't really a lot of people that want to play her, or maybe she just like has a boring kit. I'm not really sure why, but I don't really see people play Storm. And anytime I do see a Storm, it seems to be a bit of a troll pick anyways.
All right,
That could
going to